Hi, my name is Mimi Chaka and I play Tolani Ivy Baker. Tolani Ivy Baker is pretty much cutthroat. She takes matters into her own hands. She's not waiting around for anyone. And I feel like that is something that I found admirable, but quite destructive and dangerous. I feel like I was at a point in my career where I'm getting back into acting again after taking a hiatus, and I wanted to rebrand, kind of change my perception. And I always took roles that were a little bit more on the safer side. And I feel like Tolani Ivy Baker was a little bit of a firecracker, and I just thought to myself, this woman is crazy. I'm interested. I think the most challenging part about playing Tolani was coming to peace with her nature. So her character is someone who is really cutthroat, does anything she can to get what she wants, but it was the normalizing that. It's not just that Tolani is that kind of person, it's the fact that she thinks it's normal and it's okay. So I felt like the struggle was normalizing that in my own mind. But all in all, I find that even with any character that I would, play, or any persona that I would take on, I find that I always like to come to terms with who they are and then move from there. But it was very difficult matching up the morals. I think that, it's a corporate drama. That's not always very done in these parts. And I feel like everything going on in the corporate world, people can relate to. There's a hierarchical system. The newbies feel like they are dispensable. The people who are running the show in front of the screens are horrible behind the scenes. I mean, it's just everything in a nutshell. And I find that those are the things I find so entertaining about what I do, is that you're not really inventing the wheel. You're just creating a smaller world of a world that already exists. Well, I would say that Tolani is a necessary evil in Zara's development. There's nothing cool about being the underdog forever. And I think that sometimes you need to be kicked by the people you put on a pedestal to understand the game. So, for sure. At the base of her actions, I think Tolani is an amazing character. I think that she's a very wonderful person. And I think that somehow it's brought light into, people who move in survival and people who move just because they're encouraged. And I feel like Tolani is someone who has had to move in survival, and it has kind of dehumanized her in a way that she can't see. But at the core of herself, she's a wonderful person. I don't think there are any similarities between Tolani Ivy Baker and Mimi Chaka. But I actually don't like to pick characters that I'm very similar to. I think it doesn't push you as an artist. I had just one questionable scene and steamy, and I've worked with the actor before. He's fantastic, and I find that most steamy scenes are always, well, for me, I prefer them very choreographed, so we know exactly what we're going in for. It's very by the books, and for me, there wasn't too much, but I found that I was happy working with the director as well. He knew exactly what he was going for. I was comfortable enough, and I can't wait for you to see it. If I was going to describe Princess on a Hill in one word or phrase, I would say, at the edge of your seat. Princess on a Hill is streaming now on Showmax.